You probably should say something about Biggie Smalls like that. Really? As if he's not the top 5, dead or alive? Dead or alive?
Or top 5.
He's everybody's top 5.
He's not.
He's everybody's top 5.
Not even in mine.
He's
not in my top 5. Let me talk about how things in this world is so bad that I gotta even switch it off to Pimp a Butterfly. And then he came on with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I need therapy. Eminem on the track. And do I gotta even remind you the song Renegade?
Skittles. I'm sorry. What's his name?
The disrespect.
Reese's.
What?
Snickers. What's his name?
What?
Milky Way. That's
Eminem.
Who?
It's Eminem.
Say that one more time. Somebody gives a damn. You're talking about Eminem as if he matters. First of all, can we just address the elephant?
Morale is that album that they not listening to like that because of the fact that he's talking about therapy. What's wrong with talking about you need help? Some of you niggas need help. Some of y'all be doing things to your woman that you shouldn't be doing. That's why you listen to We Cry Together on Mr. Morale. See, I can't get it. What's good, y'all? Welcome to America's favorite underrated debate show. Call it how I see it. I'm your host, Shotime SP, the fly on the wall in the middle of it all.
And I'm your host, T-Reid, the king, ruler of everything, but we could talk about anything.
T-Reid, what's going on, my brother?
Man, if I had your hand, I'd cut mine off. How you making it, brother? How's everything?
Can't complain too much, man. Yeah, tell me about your day-to-day. What brings you to the
Listen, man, I was driving all the way here, man, and when I mean all the way, I mean it took me about a good 30-something minutes. You know, I was talking to my man that put this thing together. He told me that he was going to get here at 10:47. Before I got in the shower, I looked at that phone like he was crazy. I'm not going to get here no 10:47, but I did get here 11:08.
Okay.
And in the midst of my drive, I was sitting there thinking about my top 5. And you know who I was listening to all
top
the way
5
here?
what? We talking about
my top. We can talk about the top 5 dishes, as you can see, but we're gonna get to it later. The top 5 rappers of all time. My top 5 actually.
Ooh, I mean, when you talk about your top
And listen,
5,
man, I
you
mean,
got a top
33 minutes, you got a long time to listen to a lot of music.
That is true.
So in the midst of me listening to my music, I heard my top 5. I came up with my top 5.
Really?
And in the midst of it all, I was wondering who your top 5 was.
I mean, if you give me a couple seconds, my top 5 usually don't change too much. You know what I'm saying? I got my top 5, but do you think your top 5 can even compare or compete to my top 5?
I'm going to say yes, but let's take a crack at it.
All right.
You let me know when you're ready.
Well, shoot. Listen. The floor is yours.
Floor is mine. All right. Let me get to dancing. So.
But mind you, let's now, I just want to throw this out there. You know what I'm saying? Let's go 5-1.
Let's go
right?
5-1.
5-1.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
The stipulations here, let's talk about, is this going to be your personal, or this is the reason why it's personally your favorite? Are we getting some accolades in here? What's the criteria?
You know what? I'm going to take the route, and I'm going to take it poisonally.
Poisonally?
I'm going to take it poisonally. We're going to take the R out of that one.
It's P-O-I.
I'm going to take it poisonally, and I'm going to tell you why I'm going to take it poisonally.
Why?
Because it's dear to me, man. These 5 helped me in the darkest hours of my times, man. They helped me doing my homework. They helped me during getting late from school. You know, getting home on the right time when the street lights was on.
Okay.
And I had the boogie.
Well, I mean, my 5 is gonna be personal too. You know what I mean? Like I hope at least 1 or 2 is in your 5 because I don't know. But for me, personally, in your words, personally, you know what I mean? This is one of them things too. Yeah, on my way to school, I'm a little old. I'm not as old school as they say, but I'm came from them Walkman days. You know what I'm saying? So I had the CD player. I had to make sure it was set up when I was going to school. I had to catch that bus and go to school. These five gentlemen have walked me through my life path, and I'm just saying, I just don't feel like I don't feel like your 5 is gonna beat my 5. I'm almost certain, but you won't have to hold it down for me.
And we gonna see.
I'm gonna let you start it off. Go ahead,
please. Okay, I'm gonna start off with my number 5, and that is Notorious B.I.G. Notorious B.I.G. Biggie Smalls. You know, the gentleman that was discovered by Puff Daddy. That's what they called him back in the day. They know him now as Diddy.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Yeah,
look.
You know, Biggie once, the one thing that caught my eye in my ear, Biggie once said, I got flow coming out the ass cheeks. I sleep on my stomach so I won't fuck up the bed sheets. If you think about that, and if you got diarrhea, the last thing you're going to do is lay on your back. Last thing you're going to do is lay on your back.
That's true. But he's also the same one that says, "Girl, you look so good. I do what? What did he say he do to his to the woman's father?"
I shake his hand.
I don't. Okay.
I shake his hand.
I just wanted to know. I'm saying
that's what I thought.
This is also the same one who said, "When I die, I want to go to hell because I'm a beast of and it ain't hard to tell."
Because he didn't want to be in the heaven with the goody goodies. Because what he was doing wasn't goody goody, but he was rapping good though. He was rapping good though, to the point it was so good that those 3 albums that he made in the midst of his livelihood was talked about to this day.
3 albums, huh?
3 albums.
3 albums.
3.
He's in your top 5.
He's in my top 5
with 3 albums.
With 3 fire albums, by the way. Nasty albums. Albums that won't be denied. That are talked about to this day. 3 albums that are better than the albums that are coming out today.
I mean, I ain't gonna disagree with you on that one, but at the same time, we talk like if you landing on heavy, you saying 3 albums.
3.
Is it really 3 albums though? Because one of them is a double disc. You know what I'm saying? One of them is the Life After Death. He got that one. He put it out after he died. Okay, and that meaning, hold on, wait, and that means he put it out after he died, which means that's technically 2 albums that he put out. One in some change before he died. And you mean to tell me he's still in your top 5?
He's still in my top 5.
How is he in your top 5 when dead people can't make new music? When you going through your life and when you going through your testimony, you know what I'm saying? These people that have helped you during your 33-minute walk, you're not going to hear, oh, this is the new, we got the new Biggie Smalls. I got some questions to ask if I hear, oh, this that new Biggie Smalls on the radio.
Really? You part your lips and say something about Biggie Smalls like that? Really? As if he's not the best, as if he's not the top 5, dead or alive.
He's your
dead or alive.
He's your top 5.
He's everybody's top 5.
He's not.
He's everybody's top 5.
Not even in mine.
He's what? Excuse me.
He's not in my top.
Let me know.
I'm sorry. Listen.
I hear you. Say it again.
I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
I said because he a little old. He's not in my top 5. Okay, the reason why he's not going to be in my top 5 is the criteria alone, man. Like, I mean,
talk to me.
I mean, but you got
go ahead. Talk to me.
Give me something more convincing on why he's going to be why he's number 5. He's not around no more.
He's not around no more, but his music is still being played to this day. Matter of fact, you have a lot of people sampling his music to this day.
Okay, I mean that's fair.
One of the reasons why Mr. Daddy is rich is because Biggie Smalls.
Due to the situation and the allegations, I ain't calling no man.
I ain't saying nothing about none of that. I'm talking about. Hey, listen, man.
You know what I mean? But it was because of that. He was all in the videos. But
he was being a producer, doing his thing. Was he not?
Hey, listen,
talk to me.
And I don't mean no disrespect to Biggie Smalls, but
you don't now.
I don't mean no disrespect.
You sure about that?
I don't. But
talk to me.
I need more. My 5. Okay. Who I got coming in for number 5.
I'm curious.
I'm glad you asked
me. Go
about that. I'm saying
you got the floor.
It's because of the demise of Biggie Smalls.
Hey, watch this. You got the floor.
That's why I gotta put. That's why I have to put him because there was a little East Coast West Coast rivalry.
It was.
You know what I'm saying? And I know what you're thinking. You might be thinking I'm putting Tupac on that 5. Tupac is not on my 5 either, man.
I beg your pardon?
Man. I have to. I'm sorry.
Biggie or Tupac is on.
Biggie or Tupac is not in my top 5. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Bodies of Work is a big talking point for me. I need multiple albums. I need something where I go, oh, he elevated.
Hey, listen, man, Subway got a lot of sandwiches. They're not the top hoagie spot.
It's not. And I'm tired of Subway lying to me because it started off with the $5 footlong. Now he has $7.50. That ain't even right. Today's episode is brought to you by Hollis Haven, revolutionizing the truck driver's experience at every stop. Make sure you follow the website at hollishaven.com and follow on all social media platforms. And make sure you use that hashtag #SafeStopsAhead. For my number 5, I'm going to go to the West Coast. I'm going to go to the New Age Killer or the New Age King because there was a big 3. But he quoted himself, man, the big 3, it's just big me. My number 5 is going to be Kendrick Lamar. The reason why I got Kendrick Lamar in here as number 5.
Let me know.
And I could even put him up against your number 5, who is Biggie Smalls. Like, listen.
Really?
Pioneer. Look, Biggie is a pioneer.
Absolutely.
When it comes to
a lyrical assassin, if you will. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But it's crazy how Biggie is a lyrical assassin.
Yes, sir.
When Kendrick Lamar is talked about in the same light when it comes to lyrical assassinations, assassinisms.
These people are taking different.
That boy came. They don't
know no better.
I've heard it different ways. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know it's really ass twice. So it's however you want to put it. It's ass the nation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when I tell you an assassin, a real assassin, we talking about Kung Fu Kenny here. Okay. We talking about bodies of work. We're talking about Kung Fu Kenny here. When we talk about albums, you know what I'm saying? Life After Death is a classic album. Ready to Die is a classic album.
One of the best, if you will.
But let me tell you something.
Talk to me.
Kendrick Lamar is a student of the game, and he took that same story and he said, all right, I like your story, but let me tell you how I'm such a good kid in this mad city. Let me talk about how things in this world is so bad that I got to even switch it off to Pimp a Butterfly. Life got so hard and it got so real and made you say, damn. Then he had to self-reflect, and then he came out with Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. I need therapy. This is one of those things where people ain't talking about in hip-hop. Mr. Morale is that album that they not listening to like that because of the fact that he's talking about therapy. What's wrong with talking about you need help? Some of you niggas need help. Some of y'all be doing things to your woman that you shouldn't be doing. That's why you listen to We Cry Together on Mr. Morale. See, I came here to play. I came here to play.
Yes, you did.
What is it on what is it on Ready to Die or what is it on Ready to Die or Life After Death that's gonna give me the same emotion as We Gonna Be All Right? I ask you that.
Man, listen. We're gonna get to your number 4 before I throw up in my mouth. We need therapy. We need therapy after that garbage that you done said. But go ahead.
It's all right. Listen, all right. Well, look,
get to your number 4, please.
I'm all right. So I'm glad I give you my 5, and I'm gonna give you my 4. How
give
about
you
that?
4.
You know what I'm saying? My number 4. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about bodies of work, because like I said, bodies of work is a criteria, right?
Sure.
We talk about pioneers in the game and constantly shifting the game and the culture.
Talk to me.
My number 4 is none other than Mr. Andre 3000, Mr. 3 Stacks himself. That's my number 4. You want me? Do I gotta tell you why?
You talking about the flute player?
Yeah. The fact that it's what he did before he became the flute player. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, like back in the day.
Yeah, he was also a lyrical assassin too. You know what I'm saying?
Like before now.
Yeah, twice upon a time there was a boy
like what Biggie did,
and lived happily ever after. But that's another chapter. But what I'm trying to tell you is that Andre 3000 was ahead of his time, and then when time caught up to him, he said, "No, I'm out."
You gonna go ahead and play the flute?
I'm gonna go play the flute.
You gonna play the flute?
Before he played the flute, hold on. Did you not see Four Brothers?
I did see Four Brothers.
He was one of the Four
Mark
Brothers.
Wahlberg was amazing in that movie. Tyrese was awesome in that movie. Oh my goodness!
He earned a check, is what I'm saying. You know,
excuse me, what's that? I hear you.
Tyrese earned a check on that
what?
one. I'm Tyrese.
And you crazy.
We might have to talk that.
You crazy.
That's another subject. I'm just letting y'all know. But the reason why I also have Andre 3000 as one half of the Outkast, yes, he is one half of the Outkast. Those albums alone are classic.
That's a fact. I can't argue with that.
I
can't argue with that.
Even when he fooled the world, they fooled the world. They said Outkast broke up. What? Yeah, Big Boy got an album called Speaker Box. And Andre 3000 got an album called The Love Below. That's crazy. They even showed it on the stands. I remember going with my brother to the record bar, seeing them albums split apart like that, right?
Yeah.
But what happened when you turn that disc around? The same goddamn album.
That's true.
That's marketing. So what are we talking about? This is marketing.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if we're talking about lyricism now, do we really have to say that? When Andre 3000 is on the track, when he is featured on a song, give up the rest of the song. Your best bet is to go first. Because if he goes first, we're not listening to the rest of it. We're not listening to the rest of that.
Yeah.
Do I have to play Scientists and Engineers? And that's no disrespect to Killer Mike, but let me tell you something. When I heard 3 Stacks on Scientists and Engineers, that is what made me buy Killer Mike's album. I just got to keep it real with you. But,
wasn't Killer Mike? Wasn't Killer Mike?
It was Killer Mike, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was Killer Mike that got you the album?
I mean, well, Killer Mike's album, is a fire album, and he got a Grammy for that. But
absolutely.
Yeah, but it's definitely because of that. You know, who was your number 4? What you got to the table?
You would want to know what my number 4 is after that garbage you done said.
Who is your number 4?
You would want to know number 4, huh?
Yeah.
You know who I got that's better than Andre 3 Stacks? Huh?
It's a very small list, but go ahead.
Yeah, you're right.
It's very small.
And he made this list clearly. Mixtape Wheezy. Lil Wayne himself. Louisiana. He let you know that there was no ceilings. No ceilings. Huh?
Okay.
He let everybody know that he was 500 degrees. He was hotter than Juvenile.
Fish grease.
The fish grease.
Keep cooking.
Hey, listen, man. After you back it up and stop the Drop it like it's hot. Talk to me, brother. You know where I'm going with it.
I'm not.
You know where I'm going with it.
Are we talking about comparing the two on why Wayne is better than Andre 3000?
Every time I come around, you'll say they bling bling. Does Andre 3000 have a bling bling? Was Birdman mad? Was Big Boy mad at Andre for not patenting "Shake It Like a Polaroid Picture"?
Oh, I mean,
was he upset with that? Was he upset with that?
He should have been. You know what I'm saying? Huh? I seen that. Now.
Was he upset when he didn't patent the Lucy Lose? Was he talking about?
Yeah.
Was he upset with that?
I mean, I wasn't upset because it's funny that you mentioned that too.
Talk to me.
Lil Wayne does have those critically acclaimed songs, and if I'm going to say my number one spot, you know, for the number 4 spot, I think you underselling it. I think you underselling Wayne, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna leave. I talked about his just like you did. I talked about his prior work. Yeah.
Then it was a point in time before Fireman, they thought that Wayne was done. They thought that he wasn't going to come up with anything else because that bidding war between Birdman and Jay-Z at the time, when he was about to sign to Rockefeller, and Birdman was like, no, I got something special here. I got something good here. My son is going to keep doing what he's doing. And he came up with Mixtape Weezy. Why did he come up with Mixtape Weezy? Why did he become Mixtape Weezy? Mixtape Weezy. Why did he do that?
Why did he?
He's so good, he got me talking crazy. And it wasn't the stuff I drank before. Trust and believe that.
He had to loosen you up.
Yeah, he had to loosen me up a little bit. Yeah. I think my tie got crooked. But what I'm saying is, Wayne was on everybody's album and mixtape twice. I mean, he circled the block a lot of times.
He did.
How many songs do people got with Madonna? Excuse me, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Let me moonwalk on that. How many rappers
got songs with Madonna?
How many?
Okay. Not many. I mean, that's definitely gonna be a fact. You know what I'm saying? But I'm seeing if I can find an Andre 3000 song with Madonna. Give me 2 seconds. I mean, you cooking. I still feel like you underselling it. You underselling
really?
it. Yeah, you underselling it.
Okay.
You underselling it to the point that I have Wayne as my number 3.
Oh.
So we gonna just go ahead and just keep this rolling in. You know what I'm saying? When we talk about who I have as my number 3, I have Lil Wayne as number 3. To quote what you said and to agree with what you said, Mixtape Wayne was a very, very dangerous individual.
He's agreeing, ladies and gentlemen. You see that?
It was because there was the Carter 1, there was the Carter 2.
Yeah.
And then in that split, after the Carter 2, there was a lull, if you will. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of silence. There was a lot of background information on why the Carter 3 hasn't been released and why that album isn't out. And that is the main reason why we got that Mixtape Wayne. Wayne wanted to rap so much. Only thing the boy wanted to do was rap. That's all he was known to do.
He put the music out there.
Nigga didn't even have a pen and pad. He just went in there and give me my blunt and just go ahead and get it rolling.
He let you know he was what's up like Martin.
Listen.
Talk to me.
Wayne, Mixtape Wayne is one of the most dangerous ways. And this is why I have him higher on my list. And this is no slip, no slight, no slack, no type of disrespect.
You see what he did?
Notorious B.I.G., as great, and rest in peace, and as great as an artist and a lyricist as he is, if you take all of Biggie's songs, all of his albums, and even the unreleased ones, it doesn't even equate to half of Wayne's mixtape run.
You son of a bitch.
It doesn't equate. It just
son
doesn't.
Of a bitch. Okay.
You could throw it away. Listen, Wayne got so good as an artist, as a rapper. He took niggas' songs and made them better than the song.
He did.
You get what I'm saying?
He did.
I don't know who did Cash Out. I don't remember the guy's name who did Cash Out. No. Exactly. I listen. When
I don't think nobody knows.
When he did Rollin', the bang. I don't know whose song that is, but once he did Rollin', it's now Wayne's song.
That's true.
It's now his. When there was no ceilings, it was the reason why there was no ceilings on there.
He blew the roof off that motherfucker, didn't he? That's why he on my list, though. That's why he on my list.
It's something about that lighter flick.
Yeah. Okay.
When you hear that,
talk about
when
that.
We talk
about
features,
that iconic
when
lighter flick.
We talk about features now.
Yeah.
The features.
Yeah.
Listen, your song could be hot. Go first. Go first.
Yeah. Do that favor.
When you hear that lighter flick, it's a rap ass song. He about
to burn this whole down.
So for me to have Wayne at number 3 above Andre 3000, I don't need to debate who was better between Wayne and 3000. But King T-Reid,
talk to me.
Who do you have as your number 3?
Well, I got a man by the name of Nasir Jones. Nas. You know, one of my favorite albums from Nas is Illmatic. Illmatic. One of the most, and then the fact of the matter is that he was in this impeccable beef, and everybody thought that he was washed up. Everybody thought, oh, the conscious rapper, the book bag rapper, the rapper that doesn't know what he wants to do, and listen, he won that battle with him and Jay-Z. Won. He beat that battle. He ethered that man. You see what I did there? He ethered that man. He ethered that man. I'm sorry. I don't know if you heard me the first 2 times, but he ethered that man. That's 4.
I see.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Talk to me.
I see what you did there.
Please,
because
please,
Ether
please.
is as amazing of a track as it was.
Oh, yeah.
Ether is when it comes down to diss tracks of all time, it might be
top 5.
Top 5. It might be number 1. But, you know.
Does Wayne got that? He got one of them?
Wayne doesn't need one. Wayne doesn't need.
That's not what I asked you, sir.
Wayne
That's not what I asked you, sir. You backpedaling.
But if we
you moonwalking.
But
I'm supposed to be the one moonwalking on this one. You moonwalking.
But it's
talk to me.
Well, since you said that,
yes,
you know
sir.
what I'm saying? And if you want to compare lines, yeah, Ether was an amazing song. It was a great diss track.
Amazing.
But Lil Wayne once said to the same person of which that Nas was throwing shots at, Jay-Z, he said, lady money. Talk about baby money.
Yeah.
Oh, I got your baby money.
Yeah.
Kidnap your bitch, get that. How much you love your lady money.
Okay.
That alone.
Yeah.
That 2 lines
disgusting.
alone.
That was disgusting.
I'll take that.
That
over
was disgusting.
I will take that over Ether.
You gonna take that over Ether?
I'm sorry, Tabo ho. You Tabo ho. This is one of the
no
lines
mustache
that was.
having with whiskers like a rat compared to beans you wet. Listen, man. Listen.
It was slander in that. It was slander in that. It was slander in that. You know,
what do you mean?
Compared to beans you whack.
Compared to beans you.
Listen.
You know, Mr.
Nas, it's funny that you said that.
Yeah, talk to me.
Because on
Talk to me.
Uchi Wally, your bodyguard had the better verse than you on that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You ain't never let nobody shine on your kid? You never let nobody shine on your kid?
I mean, listen.
You never gave nobody an alley-oop? You gave me an alley-oop just now.
I mean, look, when it's the Jason Williams pass, it do look good no matter who you pass it to. I feel
I'd rather Jason Kidd pass, but go ahead.
Steve Nash also could pass. John Stockton also could pass. What you naming is great passers, great assisters. And I feel like Nas is a great assister. When Nas is on the track, it's good.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's great. It's a really good song.
It's damn good.
Because all I'm saying to you is, as iconic as Nas is, and this is no slight or slight. It does sound like I'm hating on Nas.
It does.
But I just feel
very
like
much so.
Nas is up there, but he not up there. Every time I listen to Nas, I gotta have a cold glass of whiskey. I gotta have some Crown Royal and some ice, because sometimes I don't even feel like he rhyming.
Nas is grown. You gonna so what? I need some Oshkosh guys to listen to Wayne or something.
Listen.
I need a propeller on my head or something.
Wayne.
Talk to me.
Doctored the simplicity of rap. Let me say that one more time.
Yeah, please.
Wayne doctored the
saying.
simplicity of rap. Would you like for me to break that down to you?
Please.
Wayne's bars are so easy that you could go, damn, I could have thought of that, but you didn't. And that's why Wayne did it. And that's why Wayne is the better lyricist. Because even though I am a beast, feed me rappers or feed me beats.
Yeah.
I love brain, I need a shrink.
Yeah.
It's simple. Yeah. It's simple. Weezy F baby.
Yeah.
The F is for finisher. He also said phenomenal. We're gonna slide past that part. But I'm just saying when it comes to grammar, Wayne might not be the best, because I'm a bear with black and white hair, so I'm polar. That's a panda, but it's fine. It's okay, Wayne. I will still back up what you're saying, Wayne. I will back it up. But this is also the same nigga. The same, I keep saying same nigga. Didn't Nas make an album called Nick?
He did, because he wanted to put
the lashings, the slave lashings on the back.
Because he wanted to let everybody know. He wanted to let everybody know what we went through and how people were getting jerked in the game. Till to this day, 360 deals are still a thing. He put people on the map to get your own money. Matter of fact, being as though that he's such an entrepreneur himself, he made $1 million off the doorbell ring and off of the Clippers. Matter of fact, I used them myself. You see that? Used them myself. They hum when you cut on.
Oh, it does? I hope it, okay, it does. It hums? Okay. Does it hum one mic? All I need is one mic, one pin.
Oh, he wasn't humming during that song.
He wasn't doing that? Okay.
Because if you niggas really would be...
He was slot now.
What you say?
He was slot. Oh, listen.
He was what? He was what?
He had the Sharapova ice skates. Sharapova ice skater. Christy Yamaguchi ice
There you
skates
go.
on. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
I watch the Olympics, but I don't be knowing the name.
Yeah, he was skating, but try to ice skate uphill. See how far you get.
But when it comes
Nas was cooking.
But when it comes to Nas
Talk to me.
and Nasir Jones,
Nasir Jones.
I just feel like you shouldn't have him that high up on the list. You know what I'm saying? I got Wayne over Nas on that list. So for that, could you tell me who's your number 2?
I could tell you my number.
Oh, my fault. I'm sorry. I had Wayne for number 3. My bad. Yeah. So could you tell me, because I told you Wayne was my number 3.
Yeah.
Because I had Wayne higher than Nas, but Nas is number 4 on your list? No, you had
Nas
him as number 3. Okay.
So I had Wayne as number 4.
So you had Wayne as number 4.
I had Wayne as number 4.
The disrespect. And already...
It's not, because Wayne got a lot of body of work.
He does.
Biggie, unfortunately, lost his life.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Biggie would have been higher on anybody's list if he still would have been rapping to this day.
Yeah.
Still would have been rapping to this day. Unfortunately, the only person that really prospered from Biggie and his death was Puff Daddy. That still mixes.
Listen, he just
still
couldn't
puts
stop.
music out.
He couldn't stop.
Yeah,
he wouldn't stop.
Listen, he wouldn't stop. He couldn't stop, and he told everybody to take that. Musically, musically.
I'm gonna leave that one alone. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? That just means a whole different new meaning, you know what I'm saying? And being in shiny suits, the amount of never mind. So if that's the case,
trendsetter.
He was a trendsetter.
He was a trendsetter.
He was definitely
I had one of them shiny suits when I was younger, man.
I wanted one.
Yeah.
I wanted one. All right, well, listen.
There you go. See?
Well, who you
started movements. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Number 2, man. Let's
so my number 2 is Jadakiss, Mr. Raspy himself. Anytime now, there's no disrespect to DMX at all. But when you think of Double R, you cannot think about Jadakiss. Cannot think about Jadakiss. You know, he had a song called Hot Sauce to Go, and one of the lines that stuck out to me was a smooth line. I like to consider myself smooth as well, but the smooth line he had was, I hit you with an old school 2-step clap and a spin. You can see him doing that. Old school 2-step clap and a spin?
Yeah.
And you see what you did there? You see where your mind went?
I did that.
See that? That's what Jadakiss does. That's what Jadakiss does. I hit you with an old school 2-step clap and a spin. Listen, I was thinking about dancing. You was thinking about clapping. You see the range on that?
It's the voice for me.
Oh my goodness.
It's the voice for me. I remember it was one song he started off, I'm in homeroom with Dom Sax. And
hey, man.
I don't know what that meant, but that meant something to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm in homeroom with Dom Sax.
Hey, listen.
I wasn't there, but you know what I'm saying?
It's dangerous.
Jadakiss has also said one of my favorite lines.
Talk to me.
You know what I'm saying? I had money before they found y'all.
Yeah.
That's why I feel funny around y'all.
Yeah.
See, if you got money before you actually in it, that means you're not even in it for the money. That means you just want to rap.
So now you understand. You understand my ride here. You understand. You know, if everything goes according to plan, when everything goes according to plan, and when we make the money we're gonna make, I'm still gonna feel original. Wonder why? Because I had all this before everybody else did.
Hey, look.
I had everything else before everybody else did.
That ain't a bad idea. And listen, shout out to my brother Bees, because I asked him who was his top 5, and he threw me off because he said Jadakiss. He said Jason Voorhees, and then he said a name that threw me off, because I'm like, what? He said, Jason Phillips. I was like, Jason Phillips. Yeah. I ain't never heard of that. Who's that? Is that Jason Derulo or like what? He said, no, that's government. That's government. That's that man government. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Listen, look. Not only is Jadakiss a worthy opponent, and I feel for you. You know what I'm saying? I love him to be on your list. Yeah. Unfortunately, he is not on my list. He is not on my top 5, dead or alive. But he does have an album that's top 5. I got nothing but love and respect. He a hot 6. He's a hot 6 for me.
I'm just saying though. I mean, the fact of the matter is that you had all this information about Jadakiss. You quoted some lines.
I did.
You finished them lines, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, kudos to you. You're doing good, brother. You're doing good. You're doing good. Why is he not on your 5 at all?
Well, the reason why he's not on my 5, and it's compared to the other people that are on there, when it comes to replay ability, when it comes to any mood, any setting, any time that I'm feeling a certain type of way, Kiss has always had great features. Kiss has always had great verses, and shout out to my brother, Good Lord, and congratulations on that new baby. You know what I'm saying? You know, Godfather coming through.
Congratulations,
but Lord had a challenge, so I'm gonna put this out here for the Lord challenge. Name me one Jadakiss verse that was trash. I got $100 for you if you tell me that there's one Jadakiss verse out there that's trash, and it's gonna be kind of hard. keep that $100. You can even get it with the blue band because it ain't gonna get broke. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Ladies and gentlemen, accept this challenge if you will too, because I'll be waiting too for a bad Jadakiss line, which I'm not gonna find.
Debate that. I'm also willing to debate my number 2 though.
Please.
The reason why I don't have Jadakiss on that list is because there's just certain things that like it was cool.
Yeah.
One of the favorite first albums that I purchased on myself was Kiss the Game Goodbye.
And he's not on your list at all?
He's not on my list. But my brother had this album, right? My brother had this album.
Who's your brother, by the way?
He's you know
okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
My brother who's heavily influenced my musical path. Like as far as like what I like to listen to. So for this next choice, for number 2, for my number 2, blame my brother. You're gonna have to blame my brother for this. Because it was this album that made me a super duper fan of my number 2. Today's episode is brought to you by Hollis Haven, revolutionizing the truck driver's experience at every stop. Make sure you follow the website at hollishaven.com and follow on all social media platforms. And make sure you use that hashtag Safe Stops Ahead. My number 2 is that white boy know how to rap. My number 2 is going to be none other than Eminem.
What's that?
Once I heard Marshall Mathers LP,
what's that?
When I heard Kill You, when I was just a little baby boy, my mama used to tell me these crazy things. Come on, like I just want to let you know. I just want to let you know that white boy could rap. He let me know that. My brother, who is just as black as I am, he had a white boy playing in his car. They said Eminem don't play in the whips. I heard it in his whip. I heard it in his, and I heard it in its full entirety. All Wayne does.
Let you finish.
Oh yeah, let me cook.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Let me cook, because the problem that y'all got is that it ain't enough seasoning for these white people in this food. But let me tell you something. Eminem brought just enough seasoning. Do you know what paprika is? Go ahead, take that watch off. Go ahead. You want to get comfortable.
Go ahead.
Because the boy Eminem can not only rap then, he was rapping like that in '99. He was rapping about having mental issues and having problems in '99. Nobody was coming out there to help him. Then nobody come out there and save him. He had to relapse himself. He had to do them drugs himself. Not to mention, he done had the Recovery album, which is one of his slept on and one of my favorite Eminem albums, because you know Marshall Mathers LP is a classic album. But when we talk about fire material, when we talk about Eminem features, I said with Wayne, when you hear that lighter flick, your best option is to go first when you got Eminem on the track. And do I gotta even remind you the song Renegade?
Yeah, Jay-Z won that one. Jay-Z killed that one. And excuse me. Allow me to go through these ropes and interrupt this 3 count for a second. Skittles. I'm sorry. What's his name?
The disrespect.
Reese's.
What?
Snickers. What's his name?
What?
Milky Way.
Eminem.
Who?
It's Eminem.
Say that one more time. Nobody gives a damn.
damn.
You're talking about Eminem as if he matters. First of all, can we just address the elephant, the seagulls, and all the rest of the animals in the room? Would Eminem?
Yeah, see, because you can't even get it right.
Right, because nobody gives a damn about Milky Way. But the point I'm making is, will anybody care about Eminem if he was black?
Yes, because there have been many adaptations of a black Eminem. See, I was waiting for you to do that. I was waiting for you to do that. You know what I'm saying? You know who's also mostly compared to Eminem? And when it comes to writing and rapping abilities?
Nobody, but go ahead.
Kendrick Lamar. Oh, yeah. Oh, they compare it. Well,
I must have been in South Carolina when they compared this.
Kenny was known.
I must have been in.
The haberdasher had a lot of that with it. Anytime you rapping fast before like if you ain't talking Twister, when we talk about actually rapping fast, when we talk about actually having words and talking to you in the words as I'm writing these words, you're only giving that attribution to Eminem. When we talk about,
we're giving that to Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's who we're giving that to. We're not giving that to no Eminem. Rapping fast? I can rap fast. And when I find the lyrics, I'm going to show you that I can rap fast. Okay. But we're not going to be sitting up here talking about Eminem as if he's the GOAT.
Oh, yes, he is.
Why?
He is.
Why?
He's one of the GOATs.
Why?
Because the same way that we praise Drake for vulnerability, that's the one thing that we don't talk about with Eminem. Because he's white, because he was already expressing the issues that he was having with his mom, he was always, think about this. He's having issues at home.
Is he?
He had baby mama issue.
Is he?
He was also trying to get into the music industry, where it seems as though that he was constantly overlooked for his rapping abilities. If that ain't a black problem, I don't know what that is. When it comes to being considered trailer park, listen, when we talk about poverty, when we talk about problems, when we talk about issues, trailer park people get the same type of talk. And I feel like Eminem had that chance to talk. When it came to vulnerability,
black problem,
Eminem definitely told you, I am. Whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am?
Because he's stupid. Let me tell you why. You're going to talk about black problems. Okay. One of the tracks Eminem said was, and I quote, "My dick shrunk smaller and my balls got low." Can you relate to that? Did it?
I mean, well, did it? You know what I'm saying?
Did it?
Yeah.
Did it?
I mean, I've had some long nights with the wife. You know what I'm saying?
You know, goddamn well. First of all, when have you ever thought about killing your mother? When? You got mad at her. You felt the ways. You got angry. But when have you ever thought about killing your mother? So much so that she wanted to sue you. And rumor has it, none of that shit happened.
Man, listen.
Was he fronting? Because guess what? Biggie wasn't fronting because he was on that corner rolling dice. Wayne wasn't fronting because he was rapping since he was 12. Nas wasn't fronting because he's a millionaire to this day. Huh? Talk to me.
All I got to tell you is, this is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, we need people in the
You better talk to America.
We need a voice. We need
help.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk to America.
The voice from outside. Listen, do we have to talk now? You want to talk now?
Go ahead.
Do we have to talk about elevating the game and elevation of the game?
Please.
Had it not been for that emotional white boy, we wouldn't even have the market of which that I thrive in, and that's the battle rap world. Oh yeah. Was you thinking about battle rapping when was Nas thinking about battle rapping when it was Jay-Z in the ether? Nobody was thinking about the battle raps at that time. No. When Biggie was out there on that street corner, we're Brooklyn there. We're Brooklyn. Yeah, when he was out there on the store, he was battling, but it wasn't on the forefront. That white boy said, "You know what? It's something there. Let's make a movie about it." Ooh, let's make a movie about it. And not only that, you talking about the emotional side of it, of him with his mama. He even put the mama problems in the movie. He gave you a film adaptation about what was going on in his life. And all of the bars that he rapped in the movie, those were his. Those were all. Nobody scripted that. Nobody wrote that. Ain't nobody put that down. Ain't nobody. They said, hey, Marshall. Yeah, we don't have a segment for this. We just need. It's just gonna say Marshall starts rapping. B Rabbit just starts rapping. And you know what he did? He started smoking. And do we have to talk about actual features on that white boy? We ain't got to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it. He not only pushed forward rap and hip hop himself. Yeah, he pushed forward rap and hip hop himself. You know who else? You know who else that white boy found? One of the most dangerous hip hop artists in America. One of the most, a gentleman who got shot 9 times. That same white man, that same pasty white boy said, "My man, listen. Once you get together, once you gather your life together, once you get yourself together,
I'm gonna let you finish.
I need you to get in this booth, and I need you to do Get Rich or Die Trying. So if you did not have Eminem, you would not have Get Rich or Die Trying. We talking about influences, right?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You finished?
Yeah, I'm good.
You done?
I'm good. I think I'm good.
You sure?
Okay.
Okay. If please, because you're gonna need that.
Go ahead.
You talked about him pushing the culture forward. That's false.
How?
You said that he pushed the culture forward by identifying and making battle rap bigger.
Yeah.
He was the only one that did that?
He wasn't the only one. He was one of the ones.
Oh.
He was one of them.
Oh.
Put it on the forefront. I tell you what, the people that was in there,
Yeah.
People don't, when people say battle rap, they're only thinking about 8 Mile. If you were to talk to any regular person that's not in the battle rap world, and if I told you, what I do is I talk about battle rap, like 8 Mile. It's like, hey, when I think of cereal,
who's saying that?
When I think of cereal,
who's saying that?
Yeah, I better have some goddamn milk. So when you talk about battle rap and how it came about and the origin and why it's on the mainstream platform,
we're going to talk about it. We're going to pinch the people and let them know that they're not dreaming.
Okay.
These people that asked you, are you talking about 8 Mile?
Yes.
What color were they?
The people that are they black? Black people, because black people watch that movie too.
I'm not saying that they didn't.
Other than Soul Plane, 8 Mile was heavily bootlegged. Other than Friday, 8 Mile was heavily bootlegged.
Soul Plane and Friday was way better than 8 Mile.
I mean, but I'm just saying, we're talking about heavily bootlegged. Listen, 8 Mile was bootleg just as much as American Gangster was. Clear copy.
Use a damn lie.
I'm trying to tell you.
Listen, you can't. Your feather dust and pixel dust ain't gonna work on me.
All right.
All this foolishness that you're talking about Skittles, I'm not having it. I'm not gonna sit up here and have you convince the fans, my beautiful people, that 8 Mile or Eminem is the reason why he pushed the culture forward. He pushed the culture forward because he was in the right space, in the right time, and the right complexion. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Did you already get your number 2? Because you doing a lot of hating on my number 2.
Hey.
Did you get your...
Hey.
Sounds like a lot of hate over here, sir.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Hate.
You got a lot of hate. It's a lot of hate in your blood. You know what I'm saying?
You know, when you talk about real things, people want to confuse it with hate. I'm telling the truth. I'm out here doing God's work.
What are we doing right now? What are we doing right now?
We're calling it how we see it.
Okay. If I gotta call it how I see it, you bugging. If you can't safely put Eminem in your top 5 when it comes to transcending and actually putting on,
I'm safely disagreeing with you. I'm safely disagreeing with you.
If it wasn't for Dr. Dre signing Eminem, we wouldn't have 50 Cent. We wouldn't have Aftermath. We wouldn't have the second half, the second wind of Dr. Dre's whole career if it wasn't for finding that man.
Yeah.
Huh?
So they were asking for Dr. Dre in his second win before this pasty white man came along. You know that, right?
But he didn't know where he was about to go. He didn't know what he was about to do.
Isn't that a luxury to have?
I mean,
when you don't know where you're going, but you're still relevant. So he didn't need Eminem. He didn't need him.
Damn sure help.
And yeah, of course. I mean, listen, if I had a person that was on my team that was not the same color as me and he was a star, I'm going to take all the accolades too.
Listen, I need that too.
Yes,
I need all that.
Yes.
Listen.
Yes. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not racist by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
I love everybody. We're talking about rap and we're talking about the impact that he did not have. We're talking about the fact that he just showed up and he took over because of who he was and who he looked like.
Okay. All right. So because of the fact that he, all right, who your damn number 2? That's all I want to know. Who you got for number 2? Who you got to go against the great white hope?
Well, see, he got you so delusional. I already talked about my number. No, I didn't. We're going to moonwalk again because you got me so delusional.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Who your number 2? Who you got?
Jadakiss.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I knew Eminem. See what you did, Eminem? You messing up people's minds. We need to get. I'm out here doing the Lord's work. You need to stop. See,
listen. You can't whitewash the future. You know what I'm saying? You can't.
You whitewash. Yeah, he teach you how to sniff cocaine. That's what he doing. That's what. We talked about that.
I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Okay, well, all right. So
go ahead, talk about it.
So you're right.
Yeah.
And
Jadakiss is better than Eminem. He is better than Eminem. Way better than Eminem. Go ahead.
Lyricism wise, you know what?
Swag, lyrics, haircut. He got a better haircut than Eminem. He dresses better than Eminem.
We didn't even know Jadakiss had hair. For the longest part, Kiss was bald.
To his credit. To his credit. Look at that. To his credit. He surprised you yet again.
Or was it the people in Turkey? Was it the Turkey? Listen,
no.
LeBron asked Kiss.
No. You seen that?
LeBron was like, yo, where you get that hairline from? He's like,
you know, it's a big difference. You know, it's a big difference between them two. You know, it's a big difference between them two. You know what else is a big difference between them two? Talk to me.
I'm saying, you know what else is a big difference between Jadakiss and Eminem?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Do I have to say it?
Please.
Album sales. Okay? Kiss the Game Goodbye is one of my favorite albums.
Yeah.
One of the first albums I purchased.
Yeah.
Kiss the Game Goodbye.
Here you talking about this blaspheme.
It's not up there.
You're spewing this. You're spewing this venom.
When you check who is the number one, best hip hop selling artist, number one. We're talking number one.
Yeah.
We're talking about money and who invests a lot of more money.
Hip hop album. Go ahead.
Best hip hop album.
Yeah. Guess hip hop album.
It's your boy Reese's Pieces, as you were saying. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Milk Duds.
It's
your boy Nerds.
Yeah.
But we're gonna say that man's name correctly. It is Eminem. It is Eminem who is the number one sells. He's a number one artist. That means he fooled everybody.
He sure did. You took the words right out of my mouth. He fooled everybody.
The only one that we not debating is the number one, and I think it's number one. Who do you have for number one? Because I already know. Who you got for you.
I have for number one.
Go ahead.
And he's better than Snickers. It's Beanie Sigel, the Broad Street Bully, the one that was signed. You know what? You know what happened? You know about this story. You're from Philly. You know who?
Yeah. I'm from South Philly, to be exact.
Talk
right
to
around the corner.
Yeah, so you know the story. Beanie Sigel was interrupted by his boy when he was in a dog fight. He was hosting a dog fight. And he said, hey, man, you got some jokers up here rapping. They want to see what you can do. He wasn't even supposed to be there.
He wasn't.
He beat out who? Major Figures. He wasn't even supposed. That's how good Beanie Sigel is. Yeah, absolutely. Gentlemen, we're going to be on your, we're going to do some.
Yeah. Oh, we got some $1 million.
We got some $1 trillion. That man was so good that he showed up and he wasn't even on the schedule. He wasn't even, how you show up we know all about that, don't we? We know all about showing up and showing out and being picked. And we wasn't even on the schedule.
Listen.
1,000 bars. Come on, man. Infrared beam something, 50 shot machine something. Come on, man. You forgot about Memphis Bleak on that track, didn't you? You skipped past this part, didn't you?
That's great. That's amazing that you got Beanie Sigel up there.
Beanie Sigel.
He's your number one.
Yeah.
Where you from?
I'm from Chester, PA.
Get out of here.
That's a stone throw away from Philadelphia. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's not that far. Yeah,
not at all. Not at all. I heard about I heard about you in the Widener parties too. I heard about you, brother. I knew you before you knew you.
All I'm saying is people in Philly that don't go to Chester. Yeah. I know that street ability is there. You know what I'm saying? So it is amazing, you know what I'm saying? And shout out to Beanie Sigel for being my Philly brother, you know what I'm saying? My South Philly brother. I mean, for all I know, you know what I'm saying? This little Scotty talking to you. You know what I'm saying? This little Scotty talking to you. Beans, you the man.
He went to jail with gasoline drawers on.
Listen,
I told you don't mute me, put the pause on.
He said, you gonna wish you never met me like Carl Thomas.
Come on.
And you gonna wish you could forget me like Alzheimer's. Like, I understand.
Man, listen, man. He took a jab at himself to let people know it's all right to be big, as you can see. It's okay to be big. Because he said, I should have played big in that flick. But it's all gravy. It's all gravy.
Listen,
I'm hard like wood floors. I'll put the pound to your face like Abe Lincoln. Good God Almighty.
Heavy talk, y'all should quiet down. Like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel you.
He said I'm the shit like 3 wings, salt, pepper, and hot sauce, a Lucy, and a bag of chips. You had that before. You had that before.
Beans also said we still grinding from the bottom just to make it to the bottom. Like
my God.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
real gangsters make wood holidays.
Listen, I feel you on that. I feel you, Beans. Like I feel Beans on this list.
Sigel.
And I agree with you. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not mistaken, as you said before, prior to this recording, you were saying that all he spoke was the truth.
The truth.
Yeah, right.
He spoke the truth.
Yeah.
He spoke the truth.
And then when he gave you the truth, he also gave you
the reason why he gave you the truth.
And what was the reason? Is that the beat coming?
The beat coming was the reason, but he also gave you a solution to all that. Gave you a solution to all that bullshit.
I appreciate all of that.
Yeah.
Appreciate all that. But
there's more.
If we talk,
there's more.
Go ahead, give me some.
There's more.
If you got more, cook up.
He was so good. He was so good that let's talk about it, everybody. Let's talk about it. He almost stifled and ruined a relationship between 2 millionaires. At the time, they were millionaires. At the time they were millionaires. He was going to sign a G Unit. You know who put that phone call in? 50 don't hurt me. I'm not no troll. I'm a big fan. I don't know karate, but I split them bricks. I'm a big fan, 50.
Look.
Jay-Z put that phone call in and said, don't you sign Beans. Don't you do that. You know we got songs together. You know we had Reebok together. You know we got some future plans together. Don't you sign Beans. Now all of a sudden there was a halt. He was the first thing smoking. Now all of a sudden there's a halt. Why?
Look, I respect you.
He said I go off.
I respect you, T-Reid. I do. I respect you. You know what I'm saying? I love you as if you was my own brother.
Man, don't you make me cry on this. Don't you make me cry on this episode.
Listen,
Go ahead.
But you also gotta realize.
Please.
You're number one.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Who you deem as number one.
Yes, sir.
Would not even be here. Who saw him on the corner?
God.
When they told Beans they was out there rapping and he went out there and started rapping, who did they tell that Beans? After they like, yo, this dude Beans is fire. Who did they tell?
Biggs.
They told Biggs.
They told Biggs.
Who's Biggs' man's? Who's his mans? Who's his direct mans?
Dame.
Okay. See you out here. See now you out here playing. You out here playing with these games. You out here playing this game. Number one should have. It shouldn't even be a thought. It shouldn't even be English. It should be a favor. You know what I'm saying? It should be a thank you. It should be an honorable mention to have Beanie Sigel in that number one. But the real owner of that number one spot is none other than Ola Ovito himself.
Oh no, you didn't.
It's gonna be Jay-Z. Jay-Z's number one. Do we have to talk about accolades?
I mean,
we don't have to.
No.
Do we have to talk about albums?
No.
We don't have to.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like even your uncle, your father, your grandfather.
Yeah.
He heard Reasonable Doubt. Even though he might have not got all the way to 444, he might have not got there. He might have not got to the Carters. But your uncle know what Reasonable Doubt is. Your uncle would have told you that the streets is watching.
He told me. He told me.
The Rock La Familia, which was really Jay-Z and them album.
Yeah, it was. That was a fire album. And you know who was on that album?
And them.
You know who all was on that album? You know who they compared to Jay-Z more than they told Jay-Z?
You also said it. You also said it, you know what I'm saying? Because what did Nas say too? Compared to Beeswax?
Oh my goodness gracious!
Listen, I'm hearing.
Oh
what
my
you're saying.
goodness!
I'm hearing what you're saying, but I just feel like the fact that you have Beanie Sigel at number one, and I also have Jay-Z at number one. You know what I consider that? That's considered ignorant shit.
Explain to me why.
That's ignorant shit. There's a song called Ignorant Shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, you see what I did there? You see what I did? There's a collaboration.
Yeah, they do got a song together, don't they? They do got a song together, don't they?
But when we talk about who's better on that song, come on, it's Jay.
That's because he had the longer track and Beans was in jail. Can we talk about that?
He phoned it in.
Yeah.
He phoned it in,
with the time that he had, and he cooked it.
Come on, man.
He cooked it, sizzled on the pan.
We talk about Jay.
I like my steak burnt. I'm a man. I like my steak burnt. Listen, I like it well seasoned and well done. I want it as black as the bottom of my shoe.
No, I like my steak. I like my steak like I like my women. Pink and juicy in the middle. All right, so what I'm telling you is that I like listen, Jay-Z
the Vajayjay part
is number one on this list and should not even be considered anything less than.
Yeah.
You don't even have him on your list.
I don't.
What?
I don't.
Why you do that?
Okay. Because Jay-Z got hot when he was by himself. He snuffed out everybody that was around him. He snuffed out the competition. Underhandedly backstabbed everybody. Jay-Z the killer. This
is speculation. This is all speculation. This is I feel like this is all speculation. I get it. But was Beanie Sigel the one of the first hip hop billionaires? No. Okay.
And fans, please feel free to chime in.
Even though I had state property. I had the state property.
Did you now?
Oh yeah, I had the state property. Dickie said.
Oh.
But you know what I had more of? You know what I wore more of?
Did you?
Oh, listen.
Did you?
The button-ups.
You had more.
Listen, I had the golf shirts.
You had more Rockaware than
2 to 3X form. Oh, yes.
You had more Rockaware than state property.
If it didn't go past my elbow, I'm taking it back. I'm taking it.
You had more. You had more Rockaware than
Listen,
state property.
First of all, I had the S. Carters. I had a pair of S. Carters.
You had more S. Carters than Pro Kids.
Yes, sir. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Pro Kids are better looking sneaker. You know that. Yeah.
If we talk about the better Pro Kid sneaker, would be the G Unit shoe. Let's keep it real. I'm just saying the G.
Why? Why is that? Because he black. Because he backed by Slim Shady. Is that why? Oh, you need to stop
Listen,
it.
We ain't even got talking.
You must be crazy.
You brought him in.
Need to stop.
You brought him into the fight, and he snuck.
He
sucker punched somebody. You ain't even had to call him in here for that, but he did.
Yeah,
but he did.
But that's the route you was going. That's the route.
I'm just trying to tell you. See, and
I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
Jay-Z is hands down a mogul. When we use the term mogul, we talk about Jay-Z. Yeah. Hell, the young kids these days, these niggas is arguing whether they would have dinner with him or money. And you know what some of these young niggas are saying? I'm gonna take the dinner because he gonna give me some information. Nigga, take the money. Take the money. You know who told you to take the money? The nigga himself, Jay-Z, said take the money. Don't have no conversation with me.
And you know what Jay-Z and OJ got in common? He stabbed a lot of people in the back to get where he was at. Jay-Z's symbol is this. Jordan got the symbol.
Listen,
Jay-Z's symbol is this.
My last point and my final point. See, when we talk about greatness, you know what I'm saying? When we talk about Jay-Z and it comes to greatness and we use the words moguls and we talk about business, man, he's a business man. So let him handle his business. Let's also talk about how the quote unquote ugliest person in the world bagged the baddest woman in the world. He not only bagged the baddest woman in the world, she's also what's better than being number one? Stepping down to your number one. And that's to your wife? We talk about to your wife. What's better than one billionaire?
2.
I mean, listen. Do you got as far as number one? I feel you for having beans. Do you have
Beans
any
is
final
fire.
remarks? You know what I'm saying for Beanie Sigel to be your number one, or anything? You know what I'm saying? You sure you don't want to take that list back? Like you don't want to etch
my list is impeccable. My list, and the good thing about my list is it's my list.
Ooh,
it's my list.
Listen, my list is my list too.
Talk about it,
and I don't think there's no way that we can change it, but we can definitely talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We here to debate about it. Matter of fact, hey. What's your top 5? Who's in your top 5? And you got to tell us why you in the top 5. Make sure y'all put in the comments below whether you want that top 5. Let us know in the comments too if you want us to continue this conversation. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can definitely catch us on Call It How I See It on the YouTube channel. You also can find us on Call It How I See It on the Instagram platforms. T-Reid, tell them where they can find you.
They can find me on all social media platforms, and they're also going to show me, or they're going to find me in this camera not talking about Skittles. I'm sorry.
You can also, and as always too, y'all going to catch me Shotime SP on all platforms. That's at Shotime SP, no W's, because I get those in real life. And if anybody feels a type of way about what we just discussed, feel free to put it in the comments in the comment section below. But just remember, at the end of the day,
we call it how we see it.
Y'all take it easy.